from on our WhatsApp number, which is 0772168045. Question comes through saying, when you wrote Madzmai, was it directed to someone?
No.
All right. The second question on Madzmai.
Yeah.
You talked about Muda. Okay, you might need to. I think it's he or she is paraphrasing, but when you spoke about women and Muruguloka youngsters,
How?
as in Anzumsati Lokerema youngsters or the young girls, Kutumadara Runga girls, my young ones. I'll have to play the record for me to actually get it. Because
I'm actually not getting you.
Mono, Arugu paraphrase. I'll get to the line.
Yeah, andina kublutika pawe summary sense danchitsvaga spelling yako just hauna kuvhunduka pawapura toget danziro tojambirwa maborders stoka matuke msatipigire magogas tisungire ingoro yemagojas tainisazopatike pavanhu vari.
That's the line. Stoka matuke msatipigire magogas. There we go. Hansi, what did you mean? That was the question. What did you mean when you say that line?
Okay, so there's this like culture in my party. So basically, there are people who look for young girls like in universities or anywhere where young girls are like collectively in a place there.
So Imaudama Gogas actually.
No, not us. Like this is a statement. So as you can like take from the song. It's a song like a fast track into a party like live. So it's a statement which is used. So it's like saying bring us young girls, not
I guess this is short. It's when.
No, so here's okay. Whoa. Don't tell me that I'm offended. So here's the thing. You can't just start laughing. Here's the thing. I'm actually not even offended. I think I have my crowd. And there's no way. I'm 21. Do you know how old I am? No. Why would I be offended that you said you don't want me in the same space as you?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I even be... No, what am I looking for there?
This is not me.
If you see me there, go home. What am I doing there? A 21-year-old Peter Coy would have like, listen, I met the one. I told everything. He's like, he's 21. You see what I'm saying? What am I? And what are we going to talk about?
Homework.
My assignments, varsity. I don't have the time for that, bro. You're a child. I literally have, my nephew's almost his age.
The game right now in Zimbabwe, how do you look at it? How do you see it?
What game, bro?
As in the hip-hop game.
Hip-hop game?
Yeah. Your take on the hip-hop game in the country right now, because look, everyone is looking at you, and they're like, yo, listen.
Everyone,
this kid is
everyone.
coming. This kid is one of the ones. Your take on the game itself, because the minute from my seat, the minute you start looking at someone and be like, oh, that's the one, it means but this one might be our savior. What's your take on the game right now locally?
I think the hip hop game right now is alive, and I feel like it's growing in the right direction. Yeah.
When you're
like
coming
everyone
up,
is now like able to express themselves through hip hop.
When you're coming up, who were people that you were listening to? It doesn't have to be in Zimbabwe, but just in J.
Young Thug.
Really?
Yeah. I got it from my older brother. Like he used to bump Young Thug all day.
Who you? Not this one.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a young
No,
Thug
he doesn't
fan.
look like a hip hop guy. So
Doesn't look like a Young Thug fan. Young Thug?
Yeah, Young Thug. Then Drake. Drake, how doesn't listen to Drake?
He doesn't. He actually doesn't.
He'd be lying.
He doesn't like Drake.
Nah,
Petey the Ghost does not like
I'm
Drake.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I
bro.
tried.
Too bad, bro.
The last Drake.
Thank you. Too bad.
Too bad.
The last Drake thing that I literally listened to was So Far Gone. Like I listened to top to bottom. Was so far
far
gone.
back.
Yeah, listen.
This is like 2015 Drake, 2016 Drake.
He's an
really
old fossil.
I don't really like
I'm a
listen
dinosaur,
to recent Drake songs.
Oh, you don't listen to recent Drake songs?
Okay, I can
like
agree
it.
to that
I
because
like
it's not that great though.
Yeah.
It's actually not that great compared to Ewekudara, but not so far gone great. That's too far back. Come on, come a little bit forward. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so it's Drake, Young Thug. Who else were you listening to?
In Zim I listen to Takura. Now we're in Zim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Takura. I used to listen to a lot of Takura and Oliver Mtukuzi. Yeah, from my dad. Yeah,
Nah, we all listen to Oli.
Yeah.
Oli. Atakamchema paka Madam Darem. Now we all James the one. Yeah, it was a span.
Tungai Moe Diwa.
It's my guy. It's my dude. It's my dude.
Kwekwe, bro. Like we used to go to his
Oh
shows.
yeah, you're
so
from
it was
Quaker,
crazy.
by the way.
Yeah.
She doesn't know who Tonga Moe is.
I didn't. Did I say that?
No, you didn't say that. I said that.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah. On your
Gabuze
list.
Gabuze 3 masonga Tonga Moe. 3.
Keep going on your list. This is not my interview. Keep going. Who else?
I listen to everyone, but I'm just picking out like those who I listen to the most.
Your biggest influence for you to enter the game?
My biggest influence, it wasn't really like someone in the game. It was myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, I was trying to find a way to express.
I like this lady, bro. It's not. It's like, yo, listen. I influenced myself. Y'all didn't influence me.
It's a thing I chose.
But you can tell.
You can.
So usually when an artist comes into the industry and they have a completely different sound, he didn't just have a different sound. He had a completely different look. Who looks like Sane today in Zim hip hop? There we go. So even if you look at the way he does his videos,
oh no, that last video is clean, boss.
His music.
I saw that last video. I was like, damn.
We're always having a conversation about Zimbabwean hip hop artists don't look like hip hop artists. They just look like artists. Mwano yakafeka outfit like he's going on a date. Mwano yakafeka jean ne boot and a jacket. And it's like, so where for me, because I've been listening to hip hop since I was like 9. Yeah. When I think of hip hop, I think of superstars. If you think of the hip hop artists back in the day, it doesn't matter where they were, where they were going to go buy milk at the corner. When they left the house, they were always dripped up. That's where the term swag came from. That's where the term drip came from. So when you think of hip hop, you think superstars, you think flashy, you think bling bling. But Zim hip hop artists don't have that. Then here comes along Sane, who the first time I spoke about you in a I was like, this kid is gonna be a problem. I saw you on one stage and I was like, you are the only artist who dressed up. Everybody else came in just jeans and a t-shirt and shoes. Jeans, t-shirt and shoes. And I'm like, so where's the superstardom? I'm based in Johannesburg. Now I'm watching or being constantly exposed to the likes of Blackie, KO, the artists that are there. And when they do anything, whether it's an interview, whether it's on stage, they show up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People are like, no, that's not my bero. There's a lot of things that you can pick out my bero and you can still look good. But when you've been in the industry so far, from your videos to your stage performances and your looks, you take and you make the effort. Off air, I was even saying you're the only Zimbabwean hip hop artist for me right now. I'm obviously speaking under point of correction. Who's got a website?
You have a website?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh wow.
Sane.wav. I sent it to you yesterday. So that Peter doesn't respond to WhatsApp messages, but I went through it and it's got home, about artist, photos, gallery, contact us, and there's some pictures. If you click on it, it takes you to like a performance.
Why?
Listen.
Why do you have that?
I felt like I needed to put everything in one place for my fans. Or for someone who is trying to find out who Sane is. So when they go on that site, they find everything. They see, as much as I can offer.
Is it you trying to correct something that is not existent in Zimbabwean hip hop music?
Yes. If he's not going to say that, I'm going to say yes. Yes.
I'm not saying anything is wrong.
Yes. Everything that's not happening, he's doing it literally.
No, I'm just asking because the thing is for you to then sit down and be like with your team and be like, let's create a website. Is it because before you entered, you probably were looking for something on someone that you were listening to and you couldn't find something? And then you were like, you know what? When I get there, I'm going to correct that. Is that the thinking?
Part of it.
Okay.
Part of it, yeah. It's part of the supporting points for us to actually do it. Yeah. So the real reason was, why not?
If
Yeah.
not you, then who?
Yeah.
Okay, and having a website and everything being in one place, has it worked for you? Do you think that people you are getting to speak to the people that you're supposed to speak to because they can just come into one place
Yeah.
and find everything that you have?
Yeah, I think they can find it. Yeah.
Is it something that you encourage another artist to do? Of course, you're not
Yeah.
going to give them the game, but I'm just saying, if you're going to say to someone, yo, listen, you might need to do this so they can control your narrative.
If they're down with the idea, I think they need to. Yeah.
That's actually a very good point. I can tell you something, Peter. Like, "Sha, Peter, I think you need to do ABCD." But if you're not down with it, like you just said, you'll be like, "One or two for what?
Yeah, exactly.
For what?"
No,
And if I'm more times, I don't need to put my music on DSPs. I just
Yeah.
need to put on a Google Drive. If you're looking for my music, it's on a Google Drive. In 2025, you have to make a website.
where can people find your music?
Everywhere. Check now. I can be the witness. You can find it everywhere. Not just on YouTube. Everywhere.
No,
Lady K is a spokesperson because I'm very intentional about those things. One of my biggest problems that you can ask PD. Last week I was complaining. Zimbabwean hip hop artists drop incredible music, but you can't find it anywhere online. Or Shawaneta Munanengane.
Okay, but
Six.
incredible.
Okay, sorry. I'm watching but when I can't find them. So you also find that Muno create 4 or 5 pages on Spotify. One artist. And now you don't know Ano creator Inasi, a person I'm gonna tell you who makes incredible music is Denim Woods. Denim Woods has about 3 pages on Spotify.
Really?
So Denim Woods, he will release a song. So we all know one particular page. We go there's no song. Bro, where's your page? He gives us a link for another Spotify page. It's got that one song.
Because it's being spontaneous.
Denim Woods.
Mysterious.
He makes incredible music.
Doesn't
but-
mysterious work for your generation?
I don't know.
He's not mysterious, so it doesn't apply to him. How can you ask me a question that doesn't apply? He doesn't do it, PD. Hello?
Like, it really like comes from a lot of things. Kuti, why a lot of artists do that? Because at the end of the day, artists are people, and people have different feelings. People forget passwords. Yeah, people. it happens. So
I refuse. Artists are the people. I think there's a generation of or a particular space where people make excuses. Artists. Nakanga no password. My ex-girlfriend
it happens.
it's guys.
It happens.
And where in Kwekwe are you from?
Bizo, one extension. That's where.
Same person. I think this person's from Kwekwe. And which high school did you go to?
So I'm gonna start from primary school.
Okay.
She had a primary school
In Kwekwe.
in Bizo, and
Okay.
it's in Kwekwe. Then secondary school, I transferred a lot, but in Kwekwe, specifically in Kwekwe, I went to Mbizo High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this person was with you in school because this next question literally is going that tangent.
Yeah.
And which class were you in?
Class.
Yeah.
Well, was
I don't know if is there 1C, 1R, or I down.
There were letters, but I don't remember.
Okay. So
I don't
literally,
remember. I think it was. Nah, I was in A class, like in Form 4. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely the A.
okay. Please send us your name because clearly you know who Sane.wav is, as in personally. Because if you're then asking which class, it means go like that.
Yeah.
For the people that did not know that you rapped when you were at in high school,
Yeah.
what do you have to say to them? Look at me now.
What,
Don't say that.
Nah. It's not really like that. It's not really like.
Mm.
So back then, like I'm a person who I didn't even want people to know that I rap.
Why?
Confidence.
Was
art is an extension of yourself. So it's like you're being vulnerable if you're playing them your song and they have to give you feedback. They're gonna break that ego. Say, this is trash.
what changed that now? Because now you're in a more public platform.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't like that back then, where growing up, what about now, where you are now in a opinion-based game because you don't know me. I can come out and say, yeah, not this alpha record is whack.
I feel like all that lack of confidence, right? It helped me to grow because I wanted to play people my music.
Okay.
But if it wasn't good enough, I had to make it good enough.
Okay.
So I worked on that.
So
Yeah.
looking at hip hop as a whole, 2-3 years ago, hip hop was celebrating 50 years.
50.
Yes,
Crazy.
50. Were you in tune with that movement?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
If I tell you now that hip hop was celebrating 50 years, what do you have to say about that? Because everyone was celebrating like, yo, hip hop is 50, hip hop is 50, yakura, chembera, and everything. As a hip hop artist, do you care?
I don't want to lie, bro.
You don't care.
I care about it a lot. I don't,
Yeah.
bro. I don't.
But you,
But-
it's how can he relate? I think it's more of a relatability. He can't relate to that 50 years. He wasn't there. We were there. Okay, not obviously the whole 50 years, but then even when we started listening to hip hop and what was before that, we paid attention to it. It's gonna be very hard for him to go back to all the way to under Run DMC.
No, but he's probably a Lil Wayne child, a Young Thug child, you know?
Young Thug, definitely.
Young Thug, definitely.
Yeah.
No Lil Wayne?
No little way.
Why am okay, but it was Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj.
No, he's
Nah.
not. He's
I started listening to Drake. God's Plan.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then it just like a few
Oh,
albums
wow.
after that.
That's very
then-
interesting. That's very
I like that.
interesting.
I like
I'm not
that.
really.
At least it's honest, you know?
No, it's great. It's research for us. This is great research.
Their cats will be like, I know, listen, I started listening to hip hop because my brother was listening to Run DMC. And this kid is like, please, run
Like
what?
17. So no, you didn't.
Run what? This one is called How Far. Check it out. The video's out right now on YouTube. Like it a lot. And the Sane.wav is extremely talented, but he doesn't sound that confident. Not so sure what that means.
Yeah, and what is when it bomb?
We can simply call him sane. Trust me, he is sane. He's just making sure that he's running through the game, putting his footprint on it, and making sure that your favorite rapper is no longer your favorite rapper. Madzimai, Bhimu. I did ask him a couple of minutes ago, which one is your favorite? And then he told me a different record. And I was like, oh, really? Okay. So give me your top 3 records for yourself. That you did not do. Other records that are in the industry that you were like, oh, this is a dope record.
Top records.
I like it because
I'm trying to think.
he's trying to think. That means, goody, your favorite rapper is really not doing what
It's
he's
not that akuna, but aripo, but I just need to think.
Yeah, utakawanda so ndoda kuzama
Okay,
shortlist.
in no particular order.
Okay, don't say this is number 1, this is number 2, number
Yeah,
3.
just
Just
in no
3
particular
records.
order.
All right. Do they have to be hip hop?
No,
No, actually, they don't.
just
Just
3
songs.
3 records.
Whatever songs that. Okay, what are you currently listening to on your Spotify or on your Apple? What are you listening to right now?
Currently, I listen to my music. Like,
Other
I
than
don't-
yourself, who else do you listen
It's
to?
like our partners out here.
I listen to like everything. I don't listen to people. I listen to the songs they make. So I just
the thing
listen
is-
to random music.
When someone then says, I don't listen to any other music than myself, it simply just says, listen, I'm
There's
the best
nobody else
there
who's
is.
making music as good as I
I'm the
am.
best
I
there is.
don't know about that, bro, but you can put
Listen,
it that way.
you're allowed to. If there's
Yeah.
one thing about
Listen.
hip hop is that it's very egotistical. It's a contact sport. There's nothing that you can ever say that's actually wrong.
Nah, I don't want to hear anyone's.
I
favorite
know-
music.
Ani-
Hurt
Anyazo-
anyone?
Anyazo kufunza guys because I'm the one who said, listen, everyone else is not doing well. 2025. Where are we now? What are we doing now? What can we expect? What can they expect? Because listen, since I met your music,
Yeah.
it's literally been going.
Literally hit out of hit. Hit.
Now
after
that
hit.
we are here, mid-year 2025,
Yeah.
20 by end of year, what can we say? You know what? Sane done did ABCD. Where are we going? Are we attacking the country, or are we trying to attack Africa, Southern Africa? What are we doing?
Everyone, bro.
Everyone.
Everyone.
All right. So at this very moment in time,